Hello, this is Jessica McKay. I'm an intuitive counselor at jessicamckay.com. Thank you for watching this video on numerologist.com. This is your October Spirit Guide reading. I'm using one of my favorite tarot decks for this reading, the Osho Zen Tarot. So go ahead and take a moment to connect with yourself, connect with your intuition, and just see which message feels like it's right for you for the month of October. Number 1, number 2, or number 3. So just let a number jump out at you, and that's your message. Okay. So if you were drawn to message number 1, the card that came up for you is trust. And this is saying everything is going to be okay. You can trust yourself. You can trust the urging, the longing that you have to expand your horizons, to make a big shift in your life. Maybe you've been feeling like it's time to leave a relationship or it's time to make a career change. This might feel uncomfortable because it's unknown. You're heading into the unknown, and whenever you're going into the unknown, there's always going to be a sense of fear, and that's normal. It's okay. But this card is telling you that everything is going to be okay. You can trust this urging that's been saying to you, it's time to make a change. Go for it. And whatever that change is, if you didn't have what you needed to be able to make that change, it wouldn't occur to you to do it. You wouldn't get that inner urging or that nudging. It just wouldn't happen. It wouldn't even cross your mind. So the fact that you're thinking about it, just know that you have everything you need within you to be okay and to do what you need to do. And also remember that no matter how tough things have been for you in the past, no matter how many times you pushed past your comfort zone, and maybe it wasn't always great, maybe you tried something and it didn't work out the way you wanted. Remember that you're still here now. You've survived. You were cared for in that moment, and you probably learned something really important from that experience that you needed to learn in order to grow. So everything that has happened that has been difficult has set you up for this moment. So just trust yourself. Know that you can handle whatever comes. I know it's scary to do new things and try new things, and I just want to say that I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for even thinking about it. So even if you don't do it, I'm proud of you for considering it and for wondering if it's possible for you, for being willing to change, for being willing to have a new experience. It does get kind of scary as we get older because of all the stuff we've been through that has felt traumatic or didn't end the way you wanted it to. But if you look for the blessing inside those experiences, like I said, if you look for the blessing, how did that hardship mold you and shape you into this amazing person that you are today? How did it make it possible for you to grow the way you've grown? Look for the blessing inside those hardships, and then cross your fingers and jump. Do it. Go for it. I'm totally behind you, and I support you 100% in whatever way that you seek to change your life. Okay, so that's message number 1. And if you were drawn to message number 2, the card that comes up is the Outsider. And this card tends to come up when you've been feeling like you don't fit in some aspect of your life. So there's something out there that you look at and you say, well, I can't have that. Other people can have it, but obviously not me, because it never works out for me. And if you notice on this card, the chain in the gate, notice the lock of the chain. It's unlocked. That perception that you don't fit in is actually an illusion. And it's an illusion that usually comes from childhood. Everything comes from childhood. So at some point as a child, you may have gotten the message that certain things weren't for you. You couldn't have certain things. You couldn't be successful in certain areas. And as you grew older, because of that experience, you've continued to see life through the filter of that belief that you don't fit in. And life is so amazing because it's like a virtual reality out here. Whatever you believe gets projected into that virtual reality, and then life shapes itself as a reflection of what you believe, which gives you even more evidence that what you believe is true. And it's not true. It's just an illusion. It's like a shadow. It's all smoke. It's not a real thing. There's no place where you don't belong, because if you're there, you must belong there. You know, like if you go to a party and you don't feel like you feel comfortable where you are, you might be thinking to yourself, well, I don't belong here, but you wouldn't be there if you didn't belong. So it's stuff like that, little examples where you're comparing yourself to other people or thinking that they have something that you don't, and you don't have the power to have that. And this card is suggesting that you do. You have everything that you need inside to be able to have, be, or do whatever occurs to you. Even if it's hard, it's there. It's possible for you, or you wouldn't even perceive it out there. You wouldn't know about it if it wasn't possible for you. So this card is just inviting you to make a perception shift and to recognize that you do fit in, and you might even make a list of evidence that supports that understanding that you have everything you need, and you do fit, you do belong, you know? So that's message number 2. You belong. And what you're trying to create, trying to sum this up, you know what's interesting too is the walls in this card around the gate, they look like they have these cracks in them, and the light is starting to shine through. So you're starting to shift. You're starting to change what you believe is possible for you. That's the last message I'm getting with this. I was feeling like there was another message. So this is already happening. Your perception is shifting, and maybe you got this card today just so that you could have the validation that your perception is changing, your beliefs are changing, and so your life is about to really change in a very significant way. So very excited for that. Okay, so that's message number 2. If you were drawn to message number 3, the card that came up for you is patience. This card is about divine timing, and it's about recognizing that everything that you're going to accomplish has a timing to it, a sacred timing. And a lot of times this card comes up when we feel like we should be further along than we are, or we feel like our life should be different than it is. And like, where's my life partner already? Where's my perfect career? Where's this? Where's that? When am I going to finally finish this? When am I going to finally be done with repeating a certain cycle or pattern that I've noticed? And if you got this card, it's almost there. You're right on the cusp of it. If you can appreciate where you are now, if you can honor the present moment and sit in the feelings of whatever is coming up for you, even impatience, sit in that, let it be with you, and then it'll pass. That restless energy will pass, and you'll be able to embrace that change when it comes and know that, yes, I needed to be where I am today. I couldn't have done this 5 years ago. I wouldn't have been able to accomplish this 1 year ago. It's perfect now. Now is the perfect time. I'm the perfect age. You know, however old you are, decide that you are the perfect age to accomplish what it is that you really want to accomplish. Now is your time. It's perfect. It's just right. So that's the message that's coming up here. Rest in that knowing. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed these messages. If they resonated with you, please let us know. Leave a comment below and feel free to subscribe to this channel and watch the next video. Take care.